Next question is from D Price 22. What Broscience did you do in the past that still holds true today?
You know what's funny about Broscience is that Broscience refers to like
it's a bad name.
The rules of nutrition or training that were pushed by bodybuilders and lifters. It's called Broscience because they're not scientists, but they'll say things like don't eat carbs or don't eat anything after 7 p.m. or stuff like that, right?
Right.
And the funny thing is that their explanations were often wrong. So they said, I'll give you an example. Broscience would say, don't eat food past 6 p.m. if you want to get lean. Now, their explanation is, well, if you eat past 6 p.m.,
insulin drops.
Yeah, and you're not going to be active, so you can't burn it off. It'll get stored as body fat, and that's how they explained it, which is wrong. That's not how it works. However, does not eating past 6 p.m. tend to lead to fat loss in people? Yes. Mainly because it's a behavioral adaptation in the sense that not eating past 6 p.m. means I'm not going to eat my late night snacks. I'm not going to eat the foods that I tend to make bad decisions with. I'm probably cutting my calories.
Better sleep because of digestion and that kind of thing.
Yes. So Broscience, oftentimes there's truth in the results, but it's not like, here's another one, like cardio first thing in the morning when you don't eat.
Yeah, fasted cardio.
Fasted cardio because it burns body fat rather than carbs or whatever. No, that's not why it works. Here's why it doesn't work for a lot of people. It gets you up earlier and it gets you moving right away. And that tends to be extra activity on top of what you're normally used to.
Well, that would be one that I would still use, knowing that the science has been debunked.
Yeah,
I wouldn't tell people that I'm doing fasted cardio because that the fasted cardio burns more fat than if I would have do cardio some other time of the day. It's that I know when I was doing fasted cardio for competing, I got up an hour earlier. I would have, and if I wasn't doing the fasted cardio, I would be sleeping in my bed. And so getting up, and then not only that, but normally if I'm not doing the fasted cardio at 6 o'clock in the morning and I start my day, even when I'm up at 7 and I start the rest, 7 to noon is very sedentary. So not only that, I actually get my heart rate. And what you'll notice, this is really neat if you've ever compared this long enough before, is whenever I would get up, and I know you know this because this is part of why you probably love training it so early, is I'm just more active and physical when I've started with something physical that early, right? Where I'm more lethargic and slow.
It sets the tone.
It sets the tone for the day. Right. I've got energy. I've got a pump. I feel good.
Your focus
I get up and down more. I move faster. I'm a little more fidgety and stuff, like because I got that going early in the morning versus later on in the day. So it has benefits like that. It reminds me of like what we talk about, like woo-woo science, like when you talk about chi and
they explain it in a way that it's not that, like, their explanations are wrong, but that doesn't mean that the results are not there.
It's like because Katrina's family is very much so into like the massage therapy and Eastern medicine and like a lot of that woo-woo stuff, and she still communicates like that, and I always kind of like chuckle. I'm like, that's not how that works. It's not. And she's like, I've done this enough, and her argument is always, I've seen it enough times. I don't need to hear me tell her it's not. It's like, well, it's not. I'm not disagreeing that it doesn't work. It's that the way you're explaining it isn't correct. But that doesn't mean I throw it out and I don't apply it or use it. It's just that the way that we've explained it for so many years, and that's what Broscience is. Broscience is there has been enough years of experience of these bros that have applied this, and they've seen hundreds of other of their bros, okay,
and they've gotten results,
and they've gotten incredible results from it. And then they do their best to explain it through science, and it doesn't come out very well.
No.
And then you have the nerds that love to shit all over it.
They shit on the explanation.
Yes, they take apart every word they said, and then they go debunk it. And why I don't like that shit is because it's actually pretty good advice. Like the don't eat past 6.
Now you're deterring people from actually achieving success.
Or get up. You know what's really good for you? Get up and do some fasted cardio. Or stop eating at 6 o'clock. That's great fucking advice.
You know what's funny is they'll show studies and show fasted cardio versus unfasted cardio resulted in no additional fat loss because it's all controlled.
Right.
But if you take a bunch of everyday people and you tell half of them to wake up and do cardio first thing, and then the other half, you can do cardio whenever you want, and then you follow them along, you would see better results with the fasted cardio just because it's the first thing they did when they got up.
Yeah, and I don't know if like the whole like drink a gallon of water is considered Broscience.
That's another great one.
For me, I just like the intention of every day I'm trying to focus on my water intake.
Totally.
And of course, like they'll promote it as I don't even know how the bodybuilders promote it.
No, they promote it as you need a gallon of water a day.
You have to achieve
the
that.
kidneys out.
Yeah, like something like that. Like they'll add in as like some crazy.
But you're right. That's incredible advice. And what I have found is if you don't tell somebody some, arbitrary number that they have to go target,
drink too little.
Then they drink too little.
Yeah,
way under consume.
Here's another one is the pre-workout. Take these supplements 30 minutes before you work out to give you a better workout that's more effective. Now, besides caffeine, which actually has stimulants do have some benefit, not always, but some benefit for workouts. What about the whole citrulline and amino acids and this and that? And I know studies will show there's this nominal difference or whatever, but it's really not something substantial. But why did I always recommend to my clients 30 minutes before that they do something or take something 30 minutes or 45 minutes before the workout? Why? Because it sets the tone. It was it's like preparing yourself mentally that, okay, in 30 minutes, I'm going to, rather than oh my God, I got to work out right now. I got to get into this mental state. And so it's just this mental component that makes a difference.
That or how about the 6 small meals a day? That's something that's been shit all over also. If calories are all equated the same, then and they usually talk about the thermo effect and the difference
effect of food and everything else.
That's bad science. But I tell you what, even after I knew that science wasn't true, I still used to make clients portion out their meals in 4 to 6 meals a day because it taught them portion control.
Yeah.
And what it helped them with was they never got really, really hungry because every 2 hours or so they were feeding. So they never let their body get really hungry to where cravings started to kick in and then they made bad decisions. So it helped with good behaviors. So the science was explained terrible with the whole 4 to 6 meals a day. You're right. But there's tremendous value in somebody portioning their meals out in small meals and eating them every 2 to 3 hours. And it's not because the science says it's better for burning fat or building muscle.
You're building in discipline.
It creates good behaviors and discipline.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, you can find the full episode here, or you can find other clips over here. And be sure to subscribe.